Hi, Matthew Foreman from ELA in middle school here. I am the teacher author side of the company. And what I've been asked to do today is walk you through how to create a bundle of products. This is mainly for those of you out there who are teacher authors like myself, who have not created bundles in the past, haven't thought about how to do it, but would like to be able to offer that option to your customers. Big thing with bundles, there's no right or wrong way. All they are is a selection of products that you want to sell, and you're willing to give a discounted price when people buy them together. I like the idea of theming mine. Most people do, but you don't have to. Some people do themes based on the time of year: fall, spring, holidays. Martin Luther King Jr. is a popular one. Uh, Also, I've seen them for Labor Day, Christmas, of course, Kwanzaa. There are no right or wrong ways to do it. There are also no right or wrong themes. Some of my favorite themes have to do with what I'm working on, what I'm teaching my students. For instance, we have Touching Spirit Bear, which is a novel study guide that I created. Um, that novel study guide by itself sells for $14. We've also created a whole lot of supporting materials that we sell that go with it. Things like power words for vocabulary building that go along with the novel Touching Spirit Bear. In addition to those power words, which are flashcards that get put up on word walls, we do things for um, filler time, for instance, crossword puzzles for Touching Spirit Bear. We have three sets of crossword puzzles that go with the three different sections of Touching Spirit Bear novel. Um, and each of these items is available separately. If you just want to get the Touching Spirit Bear, the crosswords for chapters 1 through 5, no problem. It's $1.50. If you purchase the entire bundle, which everything comes to about $50, we sell it for just about $40, 80%, 20% off. People enjoy buying it. Now, one of the things that I do, if somebody purchases, say, the novel study guide at $14, and says, I really want to get the rest of these, but I don't want to have to pay the full price for it. They contact us, they let us know that they've bought that. I verify through our sales records that they have. They then purchase the novel study bundle, and I refund the original $14 purchase. That's me personally. It's entirely up to you if you want to do that. It's also something to talk with Greg about if there's an easier way to do it than emailing back and forth with the customer. Now, I'm going to be walking you through how to put together a bundle of like products, one of my favorite ways of doing it. And I'm going to be working with my mapping essays with templates product line. Right now, I've only got 3 mapping essays with templates out there. I'm going to be adding to it. So I also want to start a bundle. How do I do that? Let me walk you through how it's going to be done. Okay, so we're now at the point where we're deciding what we want to bundle. I'm going to make an assumption that you have an idea of what you want to do, but just to give you an idea, I'm going to go into some of our items here. So if we go into our Amped Up as a customer, come on in. I'm going to go directly to my store, ELA in middle school. Now, as you can see, I've got bundles right here as one of my items. Here are the matching essays I was talking about. These are featured items. My bundle of champs. For those of you who use champs posters, you know exactly what that is. Boom cards. And I've got boom cards as a bundle. That's one of my bundles also. But anyway, come into bundles. And here you see variety of my bundles, mix and matches if people want to purchase 2 study guides. Here's the Touching Spirit Bear one that I mentioned, $42.80. Long Walk to Water bundle is $39.20. It doesn't have quite as much in it, but we're going to do a bundle today on our mapping essays with templates. These three items right here, as you see, they're $4 a piece, and when we get done, we're going to be selling it for 20% off, or $9.20, if my math is right. Remember, I'm an English teacher. Okay, so we've decided on what we're going to be creating our bundle as, and we've decided on the products: mapping essays with templates, informational essay, personal narrative or memoir, and the persuasive essay. Now, each of these right now that you're looking at are PNGs of my original covers. Normally, I don't work in Drive. I work in PowerPoint offline, but because I don't know how to record that, I put everything into Drive for you for today. So, as you can see, these are pings, and you use pings because they take up much less space than a JPEG. So, first thing we need to do is we're going to rename our resource. And from this point forward, all of the slides that I've got on here are the actual slides that were created for the mapping essays with templates informational essay product. These are what my pings were made from. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here, we're going to change the title from the informational essay or remote ready resource to the bundle of essays. Now, there's nothing wrong with having the different size fonts, but I don't like this. And the reason I don't like this is right here, mapping essays with templates, the bundle of essays. These are at 60, these are at 40. Nothing wrong with that, except I just don't like having these split that way. So I'm going to take these down. Let's see if that's enough. Oops, wrong thing to do. That's the nice thing about backups. That's much better. Okay, let's take that back up to a 60 and see where it was. Much better. I like that because this part's centered. This is now centered. And here's the other thing. It looks more balanced to me. But we can now take this and bring it up to a 60 as well. Remember that your title should be 1/4 to 1/3 of the cover. Whether it's at the top, the bottom, the middle, doesn't matter. 1/4 to 1/3. You want it large enough that customers are going to see it. That does that with this. So what I'm going to do now, we don't need to show the product on the bundle per se, because the product is all the different pages. And this product does not represent the entire bundle. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to remove all of these. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be replacing this so the customers can see what maps are getting. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to take my ping right here. I'm going to copy it, bring it down here, paste it. I'm now going to shrink it down. Now it's still a little bit too large because I have 3 on here that I'm going to be putting on. I'm going to take that, leave it right there. I'm going to come up here, Grab my personal narrative or memoir. Now I'm offsetting it just so that one, you guys can see what that I'm copying my pings, and two, so I can tell when I'm done which ones to go to next easier. It's me. Again, shrink it down. Now, the nice thing about PowerPoint and slides both, when you get them to the same size as the others, you end up with the overlap arrows. Now, I like PowerPoint better because it does the internal arrows to show you even more. Now I'm going to want to make these smaller simply because I want to be sure that when I am done, the entire title, the informational essay there, can be read behind the other one. So I'm going to bring this up. Are they the same size? Not quite. Increase that size, bring it back down, bring it over just a little bit. Now I like, because I've got three, I want this one centered. That's just me. Now I'm going to come back up here, grab my fourth one, copy it, paste it, shrink it down. Now I know that they're all the same size. Again, it's a little too large, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to make it a little bit smaller here, a little bit smaller here. Are they the same size? Not quite. So I'm just adjusting it. Let's bring this one down. There we go. If that's not the same size, it's so close it's not going to matter. Other than to Suzanne, my perfectionist. Okay, those ones are all the same size now. So again, move this one back up, move this one up to center, move this one down and over just a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, I'm going to grab this tune, student, and I'm going to bring her to the front. I'm going to do the same thing over here with my logo. I'm going to bring this in just a little bit to try and have the same amount of space here as I have here. Again, this is why I prefer PowerPoint instead of slides. I have a lot more control over how, with the arrows that PowerPoints offer. But it works. Now, I'm also going to come in here and I'm going to go to my borders. If I can find it on this. Here we go. Border color is black. Border weight is going to be a 4. I'm going to do the same with these. Black, 4. Black, 4. So that's what my bundle cover is going to end up looking like. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit because I don't like the way it was going over top of the other. I could bring this one down a couple. And now, as you can see, all the titles are still clearly shown except for the word resource here, and that's okay because it's repeated right here. So I've now got those. Now I'm going to come down here. Is there anything I need to change? Beginning with the why gives a student scholar's reason to buy. Right here. Somehow this got, go ahead and adjust this so that it's larger. Comes down below there. Same thing up here. Now a lot of people are going to wonder, why do I put the bubbles over top of everything? Well, the reasons are rather simple actually. I want customers to be able to see it, but I don't want customers to be able to steal it. Let's just go ahead and slide it up there. That way I can grab this one, expand it down. Now I can grab this one and draw it down. Still not quite large enough, so I'm going to move it up just a little bit so I can get a hold of my tab again and draw it down. Much better. The thing about this is you're able to see that even somebody with as much experience as I am can still have struggles with it. Then looking at this one, I don't mind showing that this is the informational essay because it gives them the idea of what everything is. This one's the persuasive essay. I want them to have all of these different things. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down in here and change my copyright because this is now part of the bundle from 2020 to 2022. After the pandemic hit, I've basically taken a lot of time off from my stores. Suzanne and I both did. Thanks to Debbie, Mendoza, and Christy and Christina, and of course Greg, I'm being pushed back in, and I needed that push. Thank you guys. And now for this one, I've now got my copyright set. There we go. Once I have done this, I'm going to export as pings. And I'm just going to export the current slide at one at a time. Ping. And these are all going into my download, so they'll be easy to find. I didn't see this one pop up down there, so let's try it again, just to be safe. And this one. There it is. So I've got all those down there. So guys, okay, now it's time for us to go ahead and upload our product. What I've done off screen and everything is I took my zip files, put them together, compressed them into another zip file so it would be easier to upload and download. I've also got my covers and previews set up as pings, and I'm ready to go. So we come in here, we're going to go to products, add a product. As you can see, we're in our Amped Up Learning store. on the creator author side. I'm going to come down here. I just want to test this real fast. Perfect. Mapping essays with templates. I'm going to put in parentheses here, growing bundle. I'm going to put an exclamation point in here after growing so people see that. It stands out. Now, the reason I've got growing in parentheses, once I have all of my mapping essays done, all my templates are done and uploaded and everything, I'm going to be removing that. That way people don't continue to think that it's still a growing bundle if they've now got 8 or 10 essays in there and they're thinking, okay, I'm going to save money by buying the bundle now because then there'll be more stuff. It will be full grown by then. So our price is going to be, we said it's $12 for the 3, 20% off. So it's going to be $9.20. We're coming down here, English Language Arts, ELA in middle school. We're going to put under bundles, and we're going to put under mapping essays. Going to come down here, downloadable product. Now here, I've already done my product description. I've copied it from a Word document. I'm going to paste it right here. Extremely important that you do this one step. Make certain that you have given any credit to anybody who you've used material from. We used the tune from Ron Leishman's Digital Tunage on our front cover. Ron gets credit in every one of our products when we use his stuff. Same for anybody else. I've already reread all of this stuff, so I'm not going to go through it again. Now I'm going to come up here. Images and videos. Well, here's where we're going to be dropping our images. You may not be able to see as I'm pulling it because of the fact that I'm videotaping, or excuse me, I'm recording just the tab. But you'll see as they pop up over here, I've now got my 4 images. This is my thumbnail, and these are my preview images. I'm coming up here to product file. File name. Mapping essays with templates. Sorry, that's my ELA nerd going in there and making the width a lowercase. The growing now we'll come in here. Desktop. ELA in middle school master files. Mapping essays with templates. Bundle. Now, here are my 3 zipped files from the essays, just copies of them. Here's my bundle one. I could upload a lot more files, but this way it's one download for my customers. I don't do a disable after. I don't do maximum downloads because it's going to be a growing file, so people may want to do it more than once. And there it is, all zipped. Options and SKUs, don't have any. Custom fields, other details, nothing needed there. Bulk pricing, nothing needed there. I'm going to save it. New product has been successfully added. I'm going to come over here, click on products, and right there it is. I can click here. This is for editing the product. View it in my store. Boom, $9.20, and it is up. That is how you create a bundle, guys. Start to finish. As soon as I'm able to get everything put together to where we can do the editing, I can edit everything. I'll have this posted for you, and they're good to go. Have a great day. Again, this is Matthew from ELA in middle school, and I'm glad to know that you guys have been able to learn something from me. At least I hope.